selling life insurance or Medicare insurance or even annuities and you're losing momentum, you're losing your speed, I want to chat with you about how to have a higher success ratio and how to stay on top when you're winning. A lot of agents will find themselves in a place where they just went from a hero, they were on top of the world, and now they feel like they're financially sinking. And it's because they didn't do a couple little things that I'll share with you. I want you to be able to maintain momentum. It takes a lot less energy when you're on top of the water, okay? Just like a boat. Lots of noise goes into that, lots of gasoline to get that boat, okay, up on top to get the boat on a higher plane. And as a life insurance agent, let me tell you, it takes you a lot of work when you first start out to get on top, okay, to get into a place of success. But once you do, if you do a couple little things right, you will stay on top and you won't submerge, you won't sink in your strength, your certainty, or in your sales. So we're going to get after it in just a second. But before I get going, jasonfinalexpense.com. I'm so blessed to partner with some of the most amazing agents across this nation. We partner together in my national agency. We sell things like Medicare and life insurance and annuities, face-to-face, and even in the telespace, more importantly. So if you need a good agency to work for, or even you just need somebody good to chat with and have a good conversation, by all means, reach out. jasonfinalexpense.com. But so many agents will start off really hot and heavy, lots of energy, right? And then they get on top, and then what happens is once they get on top, they get a sale, they acquire a sale, right, helping somebody. They then go from being a hero, we're on top of the water where things are happy, they let their foot off the gas pedal. And what takes place is it's like Groundhog Day. Then you sink in your certainty, you sink in your maybe feelings, and then that feeling of, oh crud, I'm sinking, is going to find its way into your methods. So when you're on top, it's so important that you maintain momentum. It costs a whole lot less gasoline on a boat to stay on plane than it does trying to get out of the water, okay? And if you're like, yay, I'm on top, okay, I'm good for the day, I'm going to sink back down and I'll work maybe again tomorrow. It's going to take you so much more energy here to get on top yet again. So when you're having trouble with momentum, you want to really understand your own habits. Are you being habitual? Are you staying after it when you're winning? The best time to make a sale is when you just made one. It's almost contagious, okay, in a good way. So when you're in the insurance industry, the best time to make a sale is when you've just helped someone in the sales process. So keep after it. Don't give up. Don't hang your hat and say, I'm done for the day at 2 o'clock. Keep talking to more people because now you're not afraid of the no bus because you've got the success in you. Stay motivated to keep moving. You've got to keep moving. You've got to keep moving when you're on top. When you're in a place where you go from a hero to being a zero and you're having trouble, okay, staying on top, being successful, a lot of times it can really boil down to just habits being off, discipline being off. You're kind of like hot, cold, and it's going to place you in an environment where you're not consistent. You're not consistent in how you implement maybe your script, your technique, but you're not also maybe consistent in the hours that you're putting into your business. You can be insanely profitable in this industry, even as a part-time agent, but when you work part-time, you've got to understand in the insurance industry, you've got to apply full-time effort in the small amount of hours that you're able to invest into this industry. So understand whatever you do, whether it's part-time, whether it's full-time, you've got to be 100% invested and engaged in your consumers. It's all about helping the client get what they want, serving them with the greatest, okay, tools that you have to meet their needs. But once you've helped someone, you're going to feel really good, okay? Your endorphins are kicking in. You're like, woohoo! Okay, all your energy's popping. You feel no pain. You feel amazing because you took care of somebody and now you feel like you've got some worth. When you feel like you've got some worth and you've helped somebody, it's real easy to have diminished self-worth, isn't it? When you get told no, the mind can sometimes leach, okay, into your methods and now you don't feel as good. So then when you talk to the next person, you've got a little bit of the feeling of defeat in you instead of being directed into a place of victory, riding the last wave of success, riding that sale that made you feel really good into the next call. When you've made one sale, focus on the next sale, one step at a time, right? Small steps to the greater goals. You're going to make it up. You're going to make it up to higher levels, but it takes momentum. You need to never forget what got you to that sale. Never forget that it took you forward progress every little step of the way. And never forget why you're here, why you wanted to get into the insurance industry. When you don't forget your why, and you understand that you can help the client get what they want, your career will be more satisfying because you're helping serve others at a greater depth. So focus on helping your clients get what they want. Then you'll get the sales easier because you're helping them, okay, putting them in the number one position. You're in the number two spot, serving them, not just selling them. So when you're having trouble with momentum, sometimes it really boils down to the fact that, maybe you just didn't get enough leads. Maybe you just didn't put enough time in or grind in to that particular day. Just own it. It's okay. All right? Just own the fact that maybe I only worked half a day's work and I expect full-time wages. Well, doesn't really work that way, until way later in the industry. And even then, you could acquire more if you worked more. There's a quantitative, factor here. Those that do are those that get. The insurance industry is very much a performance-based industry. The more that you put into it, the more that you, can help others get, which means you'll get more sales as a result. So when you put in more, you should be getting more out the other side because you're putting in more hours. There is no substitute for time, no substitute for grind. You've got to be highly skilled, absolutely. You've got to be gifted. You've got to be intentional about everything you do. Make sure you vet your trainer, very critical. Make sure you're using proven power scripts, You're using good proprietary techniques so that you won't make little mistakes that maybe those around you are making. A lot of folks fail in this industry because they don't have the right turnkey systems. They don't have a mentor that picks up a phone. They don't have an upline that picks up any, form of communication with you unless you schedule it with them. And then that's just too little too late. It really is. So focus on having an upline, a mentor, a manager that's truthfully going to be there for you when you need them so that you can help, these sweet clients get what they want. You can help them in ways that maybe the agents next to you that have a detached upline, aren't getting answers quickly. And when that dial tone hits, let me tell you, when you hear this in the telespace and you don't get your answer in time, it's extremely frustrating. And that can decrease your momentum, right? So when you get your success, keep your eyes on where you're going. When you get your success, never focus on distress. It's easy to have that temporary distressed feeling when you're in a state of nose, Don't go in a state of nose. Go in a state of, I know where I'm going. I know I'm going to get the next yes. Have a positive mind. Have positive methods, but have positive mentors around you that will help you when you feel like you temporarily lose momentum for the moment. Have a mentor that can lift you up and get you back on plane as fast as possible. And once you ride the plane of success, once you're up on top, keep doing everything necessary through high action and make sure that you're in a place that you sustain the speed, It's not about going too fast and sprinting and then falling down of exhaustion. Because then what's happening is you go really fast, really hot, and then you're like, oh, I'm pooped. And you just sunk, Now you've got to go do it again with lots more momentum to get back on top again. So be intentional. Make sure you're sustaining yourself and your energy, but make sure that you're being extremely consistent in your methods. But when you are riding that wave, stay on top. It doesn't take a lot of energy to stay on a plane, but it's real hard to get that momentum back if you're in a place that it was temporarily lost. It's not permanently lost. It was temporarily lost, but it's going to just take action, not retraction from the market. So focus on doing more, Focus on investing in leads. Don't fail to invest in leads because let me tell you, that'll be a scary place for an insurance agent to be. If you lose leads, you can lose certainty, and then you will lose momentum as a result. I hope these tips help you. I hope this makes your day a little better. Keep on top, keep your momentum strong, and find your strength in the sales systems that got you there in the first place. Just keep doing more, and you will help other clients get more as a result. Have a great day. Have a better tomorrow. I appreciate you watching. Have a good one.